Welcome back friend, this is Ram here and it's 60 tutorial on JavaFX 8. In this tutorial we are going to see a Hibernate and JavaFX integration. That is, how can we use a Hibernate in a JavaFX application to save data in a database. So let's begin. For time saving, I have created already an application of JavaFX and Hibernate integration, where I have created two packages, a bean and main. In the bean packages I have created a user file. With that user file we are going to save the user details in the database, and in a main package we have created JavaFX view page. With the help of that we are going to create a front end, and we have created a Hibernate configuration file, that is Hibernate cfg.xml, and we have configured some Hibernate properties in this file. So let's start with the Hibernate configuration file first. In this tutorial we are going to use a MySQL database. So I have configured MySQL database settings, that is the driver, MySQL driver, then URL, and this is the our database name, that is JavaFX Hibernate test. Then the connection username root, the MySQL database password is, then connection pool size 1, we are using as a MySQL, so MySQL data dialect. We have configured automatic session context management thread. Then we are not using any cache, so we have set it as a no cache provider. Then we are going to show or see SQL queries, so we have set that as a true. Then HBM2 DDL auto. With this we are going to create a table only once, and we are going to use the table all throughout the application. So whenever we save or update any user, it will update the fields, not drop the table or create the table. Next is we have set the mapping file, and we have mapped the user file with the class beans.user. So this is the Hibernate configuration, and we have added the Hibernate libraries. So these are the libraries, and I have added these libraries through the Hibernate release 5.06. so you can use the latest release. So I have added these libraries. So these are some required libraries, and this is Java 8 library. So similarly these libraries I have added in the project, and also added a MySQL connector jar for the MySQL database. So this is the MySQL connection jar. So with the help of this we are going to connect with the MySQL database, and this is the Oracle JDBC connection jar. With the help of this jar you can connect with the Oracle database. Just replace the driver name and URL with the username and password used for your Oracle database, and the connection pool size will be the same. Change the MySQL dialect to Oracle dialect, and all remaining settings will be the same. So next is the user class. So here we are going to save some properties of a user, like a first name, last name, email, date of birth, and mobile number. And we have used some Hibernate JPS like entity to create the table name with the class name user. Then we have generated a automatic ID with the annotation @ID @generate value, and we have used the strategy generation type as a identity, and we have given the name for the each column with the annotation @column name equals to ID. Similarly for the first name, last name, email, date of birth and mobile number. Then we have added the default constructor, parameterized constructor, and some getter and setter method of the properties. So this will help us to save the data directly in the database with the help of Hibernate. So now JavaFX view page. So in this page we have created the front end to save some of the fields like first name, last name, email, mobile number, date of birth, and we have created one button, save button, to save these details into a database on click. So we are using a layout as a group, created a scene with a dimension 400 by 300, and these are the properties which we have declared as text field, and we have set the tool tip, font as a sans serif with the font size 15, prompt text and max width of the field. Then we have configured the hibernate.cfg.xml using the Hibernate configuration, and we have set the session factory object. Then we have created the user object to save the user details. Then we have added a save button, and that save button we are going to save the user details with these fields, that is user.set first name, and we are going to access this first name from the JavaFX page view, and we are going to pass this data through a Hibernate. So we have started the session, and with that session we are going to save the user details on. So when it will complete, we are going to close the session. Then we are going to clear the fields after the save. So I have added one method with the clear fields, where we are going to clear all the fields after the saving. Then these fields are added using the VBox in the layout. So this is with the order first name, last name, date, email, mobile number and save button. So on save button it's going to save all the details of the user with the help of Hibernate in a database. So let's check. So this is our front page, that is JavaFX view page, where we have added these fields: first name, last name, date of birth, email and mobile number. So I will say one of the user, say my name, Alapure. I'm going to set the date using a date picker as well. You can set the date. As we have used a tooltip, so it's showing a tooltip and email ID, and a number. So when I will click on save, it will save on the database, and it's going to execute some Hibernate queries. So these are the queries which Hibernate executed to save the data in the database. So it says insert into a user with a date of birth, email, first name, last name, and mobile number, and the values saved in the database. And after the save action, it's going to clear the fields as we have declared in the application. So to check whether this data is saved or not, I'm going to check. So this is the MySQL command line client prompt. So I'm going to check with it whether the data is saved or not. So use, as we are using a database JavaFX Hibernate test. So I'm going to use this, and we are going to show all the data in the table. So select all from user table. So this is the previously added data, the first line, and the second one which we have added now, that is the date of birth, email, first name, last name, and mobile number. So this is how we can integrate a Hibernate with a JavaFX and use a Hibernate to save the user details or any details in the database without writing any SQL query. And you will get this code on my GitHub page. I will post this code after the tutorial, and this is the URL or link to my GitHub page where you will get the source code of the application. So if you have any question about this tutorial, ask me in a comment section, or you can mail me on my email ID, that is alapureram@gmail.com. And finally, if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next tutorial.